to our pinning ceremony. This is a precious ceremony to us. One that we just appreciate so much. It's a nice time to gather together, the family, look at the graduates again. And so we want to honor God in this ceremony too. And so if I could have you bow your heads. Dear Lord, we come to you. We look back at the last years. We look at the journey inward these students have had. Thank you for the growth in their confidence, the growth in their maturity of this nursing class of 2019. Thank you for helping them to learn good values and giving them guidance in right decisions. As they look to do the NCLEX test, Lord, help them to finish well. Please provide them spiritual support wherever they may go. Guide them to use your talents that you've given them. Accept your grace where they feel inadequate, for all things are possible through your strength. Help them to see themselves as unique and created for the purpose of nursing care. Lord, I thank you too for the way these students have served one another and the community. Please help them to look for ways to help where they're going. Help them recognize teamwork as a strength in healthcare. Lord, I thank you for preparing these students for their nursing career. Help them to find positions and to take on informal and formal leadership roles. Guide them in advocating for patients and families. Maintain a love in them for lifelong learning. Thank you also for sending out students to Africa and bringing them back safe. And thank you for all the adventures these students have had in their journey beyond Jamestown. Thank you for the diversity within this class, students from rural areas and big cities. And as these students move on from the University of Jamestown and become a part of different communities, guide them in showing respect toward diverse people and understanding their opinions and lifestyles. Help the students understand the impact they can have, not only where they're going, but around the world. Lord, just be with us in this ceremony that it might honor you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Good morning. You guys, I have to say, look amazing. It's nice to see you can clean up. We typically see them in their pajamas, straight out of bed, buttons on top of their head, barely rolling in the door with a big cup of coffee. So you guys look really nice today. We appreciate that. So good morning. I would like to welcome all of you to this ceremony. Like Sherry said, it's a very special day for all of us. So we welcome the friends, the relatives, faculty, and distinguished members of the administration and the Board of Trustees as we celebrate each one of these soon-to-be graduates. But before we move on, I would first like to take a moment and introduce you to our distinguished guests this morning. Although they often go unnoticed, they have played a significant part in your success. They work selflessly and tirelessly to govern the university that you are about to graduate from. We are so honored to have them here today celebrating the success of these students. As I call your name, would you please rise and be recognized? The President of the University, Dr. Polly Peterson. And we have several members of the cabinet today, if not all of them. I'll read your name and you can all stand. Tina Lawrence, Greg Euland, Greg Ross, Karen Crane, Dustin Jensen, and Sean Johnson. I also would like to take time to recognize some Board of Trustees members that are with us today: Kelly Crine, Jim Johnson, and Steve Beats. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. You can stand also, if I found everybody. I also would like to recognize two other people. Dr. Jackie Madnell. She is the retired department chair who spent many years with us. This is her first year as a guest. And Mona Closey, who is a longtime member of our faculty as well, who has moved over, assuming a different role on campus. So thank you for coming. Today's pinning ceremony is a symbolic welcoming for these newly graduating nurses into the nursing profession. It's a wonderful rite of passage, acknowledging all their hard work, ending their academic journey here at the University of Jamestown, and beginning their new journey as a professional. This morning is an opportunity for you to take some time to reflect on your educational and your spiritual journey. Today reminds all of us who are nurses of our place in a profession long committed to ministering to the needs of the most vulnerable in our society. Today reminds us of the sacred trust vested to us since Jesus first called his followers to care for the ill and injured strangers. The pinning ceremony is a time-honored nursing school tradition, often more personally meaningful than the graduation ceremony itself. It signifies your official initiation into the brotherhood and sisterhood of nurses. This ceremony is rich with symbolism dating back to the Maltese cross into the Crusades of the 12th century. During this time, the Knights of the Order of the Hospital of St. John the Baptist tended to the injured and the sick crusaders. When the new monks were initiated into the order, they vowed to serve the sick soldiers. It was during this ceremony where each monk was given a Maltese cross, and thus the first badge was given to those who nurse. In a more modern ceremony dating back to the 1860s, Florence Nightingale was awarded the Red Cross of St. George in recognition for her tireless service to the injured during the Crimean War. To share this honor, she in turn presented a Medal of Excellence to her brightest graduates. By 1916, the practice of pinning new graduates was standard throughout the United States. So, this morning, we gather here to celebrate our brightest graduates. Each and every one of you. You are our brightest graduates. You have overcome many, many obstacles. You may have even asked, am I smart enough to do this? Or am I capable of being a nurse? You may have even asked, what in the world was I thinking? But you have made lifelong friends in this journey who share common bonds with you. You have laughed with them, and yes, you may have shed a few tears with them. You have sacrificed family dinners and family outings, but you have survived. So today is the beginning of anything you want, and we congratulate you on all your accomplishments.
So today, Holly and I are presenting gifts to the faculty members. The senior class of 2019 has a gift for each faculty member who help to shape our journey in the nursing department at the University of Jamestown. When we call your names, please come up onto the stage and we'll present you with the gift. Kim Ash. Kim taught us OB and Medical Surgical 2, and she's currently the nursing department chair. Dr. Terry Rittenbach. She taught us Medical Surgical 2, Medical Surgical 3, and ACLS and PALS, and she was also the NSA advisor for 2 years while we were here. Wendy Hornbuckle. She taught us Nursing Foundations and Medical Surgical 1. Sherry Gunderson. She taught us Nursing Foundations, Medical Surgical 1, and is now the current NSA advisor. Paula Fogarty. She taught us health assessment, OB, and NCLEX success.
All right, the second half. Penny Breeze taught us health assessment lab, nursing research, and nursing as a profession. Penny's also a sim lab coordinator. Rhonda, NC. Rhonda taught us Med-Surg 1, mental health, and nursing management. Renee Rasmussen. Renee was our clinical instructor at North Dakota State Hospital, and while the seniors were there for clinicals, and is now an instructor. Vicki Frigging. She is the administrative assistant for the nursing department. She's the queen, and she will be retiring at the end of this school year. We are glad. Dr. Jackie Magnon. Jackie taught the senior class mental health and was the department chair until she retired in 2018.
At this time, we have a few awards and some acknowledgements of our students. The university, as their tradition, has an honors day in April where these students would typically be awarded these. But during this time, the majority of our students are gone on their preceptorships, so we like to include that. And because of that, some of them will be receiving their certificates today if they weren't here on honors day. Otherwise, they received it at honors day, but we're going to still acknowledge them. Nurse Leadership Recognition Award. This goes to a student in recognition, and we have a gift to present to them. The nursing student was selected by the North Dakota Nursing Student Association as recipient of the ND-NSA State Leadership Award. This award represents not only the internalization of the leadership role of the nurse by the student, but also its implementation as evidenced by the nurse's participation and recognition in the Nursing Student Association. And this award is given to Bailey Moulin. The Ruth Strutz Adult Learner Award, a certificate of recognition and a gift is presented in honor of Dr. Ruth Strutz to senior nursing students selected by the nursing faculty who exemplify outstanding adult learning characteristics. Lisa Truax and Holly Vigasa. Student Life Spirit of the Journey Award. This award honors graduating seniors who embody the ideals of the University of Jamestown's journey to success. These students demonstrate the exemplary level of achievement associated with the goals of the journey to success. The Spirit of the Journey Award is one of the most prestigious awards that a student can receive from the Office of Student Life. The recipients of this award must have at least a cumulative GPA of 3.0 and must be graduating in the spring of the given academic year. And this honor goes to Lisa Truax. Nursing, a limited number of outstanding junior and senior nursing students are selected each year by the nursing faculty for the distinction of College Fellow in Nursing. Recipients are to be of exemplary character and must possess an overall cumulative grade point average of 3.3 or better, as well as a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or better in their major. College Fellows may tutor or teach under the direction of the department faculty and hold rank of that just below the instructor. Would the following students please stand and be recognized? We have two students who were recognized in 2018 when they were juniors, Madison Johnson and Lisa Truax. And this spring is seniors, Melanie Braun, Shaylin Johnson, and Bailey Loveland. And Melanie and Bailey, if you want to come forward, I have your certificate since you were born. Sigma Theta Tau Honor Society. The top 35% of the nursing class is invited to become a member of Sigma Theta Tau International and Xi Kappa at Large Chapter. Sigma Theta Tau International is a prestigious organization of nurse leaders, scholars, and researchers. Membership in this society is awarded to bachelor's, master's, and doctoral nurses who have made outstanding contributions to nursing. Sigma Theta Tau encourages professional development and promotes nursing scholarship, creativity, leadership, and commitment to nursing. Would the following students please stand to be recognized? And if you were not able to be in Fargo to receive your certificate, you can come forward. Sherry has that for you as well. Melanie Braun, Madison Johnson, Shaylin Johnson, Bailey Loveland, Shayna Top, and Lisa Truax. Congratulations.
President Peterson, Provost Olson, members of the Board of Trustees, our colleagues from the nursing department, friends and families of the graduating class of 2019. We would like to take the next few minutes and share with you some of the unique qualities and memories of this graduating class.
The class of 2019 has been an outstanding class. They're bright, they're energetic, they're compassionate, and they enjoy adding humor to their classes. They are the next generation of nurses who will be caring for you, for me, for our families, and all of us at our most vulnerable times. The clinical setting areas of expertise that you will find these new graduates include medical surgical units, neonatal intensive care, orthopedics, operating rooms, cardiac care units, immediate medical care units, and even a solid organ transplant unit within the Mayo healthcare system. Several are returning to their hometowns to serve in rural critical access hospitals.
We would like to share with you all a little bit, some special things about this group. This class comes from near and far. 10 of these 19 graduates are actually from North Dakota, and that leaves the rest of the graduates from Minnesota, Washington State, and Indiana. Additionally, we're very excited to welcome more men into the predominantly female workforce. We couldn't be more proud of all of you.
Nearly half of our class transferred to the University of Jamestown after starting their careers at another institution. A few of our class members have significant ties with family members who are also UJ Nursing alumni. For one graduate, both parents and his sister are alumni. For another, their mother. And one graduate even followed her daughter here to UJ to become a nurse.
This is the 4th graduating nursing class who has had the privilege of experiencing their entire nursing education in our state-of-the-art facility, and it houses one of the premier sim labs in the state. For this, we thank our generous alumni and friends for helping make this possible for us.
Some of these graduating seniors traveled overseas on a mission trip their final semester. It was quite an experience just getting there. But 5 students traveled thousands of miles to Kenya, Africa to work in the Presbyterian Church of East Africa Hospital in Chogoria. They had a 3.5-week experience of a lifetime. Because of their experiences there, they have all become more globally aware, and they appreciate the many blessings that we have in this country.
This is a class that can be so proud of many accomplishments that they have received. 6 of this class, as you heard, are inducted into the day at the top, the Honor Society of Nursing. 5 have received the distinction of College Fellows. 1 has been the president of our Student Nurses Organization, and 1 was selected by the North Dakota Student Nurses Association for the State Leadership Board. Congratulations to all of them.
All the students in this class successfully completed the elective course of Advanced Cardiac Life Support, ACLS, and Pediatric Advanced Life Support, PALS or PALS. They will be receiving their pins for these courses along with their University of Jamestown nursing pin today.
And we are proud that this class represents the nursing department on campus. They're involved in so many organizations, the fine arts, as well as athletics. These students represent football, women's and men's basketball, volleyball, softball, soccer, choir, students of service. We have some work study, residence life, crew, the Java Best Work Group, and 4 have participated in the JRMC, which is our Regional Medical Center, active shooter training. They can be said that they have had great experiences in being involved in all of these organizations, and they have done a fine job.
Besides being students, many of them have balanced family with school. Some got engaged, some got married, and we even have 1 new mother. Many have juggled the challenges of life, including working part or even full-time. They have persevered through personal or family health issues, and some students have lost important people in their lives. They have all grown through these challenges, gaining maturity and wisdom filled with grace. This group has built many lifelong friendships, and some even look forward to working together at the same healthcare facility.
We also have 1 person that was a member of the homecoming court. We have 1 student that was served as student chaplain, and 12 of these students were members of the NSA. At this time, we would like all of the nurses in the auditorium to please stand. It is so fitting that we celebrate nurses this graduation at the beginning of National Nurses Week. Congratulations to all nurses. We would like to also honor all of the family members and friends, and UJ and JC alum, who were instrumental in inspiring these students' career choice. And thank you for providing them the support for their journey through their nursing education.
So today, class of 2019, as you cross the stage, you begin a new journey, a journey that will bring you joy and sadness, courage and strength, but most of all, success. You are all the class of 2019, and we are proud to know you and call you our colleagues.
And from me, one last time, don't always or never forget and always remember, think like a nurse. Good job.
I'm going to share with you the significance of the University of Jamestown nursing pin.
The pin of the University of Jamestown School of Nursing is symbolic of scholarship and compassionate works in the context of Christian faith. The foundation of the pin is the fleur-de-lis cross, which is first and foremost representative of Christ, the healer who is the ultimate role model for the profession of nursing. The flourishes at the end of the cross are representative of both the soft and gentle lily and the fighting barbed spear. How fitting that this cross was chosen to represent our nursing alumni who live their lives with compassion, but are also brave and committed patient advocates. In the center of the cross, rays of sunshine are illuminating an open book, and beneath it are inscribed the words, Lux and Veritas, which means light and truth. This is the motto of the University of Jamestown, and it serves to remind the nursing alumni of the university's liberal arts tradition, which is infused with the enlightenment of the truth of the Christian faith. The blue oval encircles the cross. This is symbolic of the unending unity that we share with God. Blue is the color of loyalty. It serves as a reminder to always respond with loyalty to the university and to the ethical standards of the nursing profession. Others will look at this pin and see a lovely piece of jewelry that is symbolic of the University of Jamestown nursing program. But you will know that by donning this pin, you are charged with the following imperatives: to be gentle and courageous, to live your life and care for your patients in the path of light and truth, to be loyal to your school, your colleagues, and your profession, and to strive to emulate Christ, the ultimate healer.
We will now announce the class. So, family, you can start to line up on the side here, going according to the alphabet. So, we can start that. I just want to say that the University of Jamestown Department of Nursing has the historic honor of being the first nursing program in the state of North Dakota, with the first 4 graduating seniors in the year 1950. So we're very proud of that. And the nursing pin has always been a significant part of this service. And so today, each of the nursing graduates will receive their nursing pin from their family member. You will also receive that ACLS and PALS pin that Penny has previously referenced. And this training, ACLS and PALS, is just an elective course. And so the entire class this year chose to do the extra work to complete these 2 American Heart certifications. We're very proud of you. And not many other nursing schools offer that, so thank you. Okay, we'll start with Natalie Ann Anderson. Natalie is being pinned by her father, Mike, and mother, Chrisanne. Natalie would like to say that she is very thankful for her family and friends who supported her through this journey. Natalie is moving back to the Minneapolis, Minnesota area and will pursue a nursing position in obstetrics or forensic nursing in a hospital setting, along with continuing her mission work. Melanie Jane Roman. Melanie is being pinned by her parents, Pete and Jennifer Roman. Melanie says, "Mom, I would like to thank you for supporting me throughout the school and showing me what true strength looks like. There have been many times when I felt I lacked strength enough through my college career, but I just remind myself of everything you have overcome and look towards your strength for inspiration. Dad and Cam, I would also like to thank you for all of your continuous support throughout college.
for pushing me to be my best self, and for all the sacrifices you have made to allow me to pursue my dreams. I cannot truly thank my family and friends enough for being part of such a great college experience. Melanie has accepted a nursing position in Fairview Ridges Hospital in Burnsville, Minnesota, in immediate medical care. Ashley Ann Greenland. Ashley is being pinned today by her parents, Terry and Rita Greenland. Ashley says, I would like to thank my parents for supporting me, pushing me, and always believing in my ability to rise above. They both have been my foundation on which I can grow and become an outstanding individual in everything that I do. I could go on about how great they have been over the last few years, but we might be here for a while, so thank you for all you do. Ashley has accepted a nursing position at Sanford Health in Fargo in the neonatal intensive care unit. Nathan Jeffrey Hoffman. Nathan is being pinned by his mother, Sharon Hoffman, who is also a nurse. Nate says, I would like to thank my parents and friends for all the support they have provided me throughout my time at college. I will miss all of them. I will miss the times I am sitting in the back row of the class with the guys. Nate has accepted a nursing position at Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, in the solid organ transplant unit. Madison Corey Ann Johnson. Madison is being pinned by her parents, Robin and Corey Johnson. Maddie would like to thank her mom, who received the brunt of her tears through nursing school, and for being such a strong prayer warrior. Her dad for teaching her that hard work looks like, and the rest of the family for all their love, support, and prayers. She would also like to thank her UJ community for all the memories these last 4 years, for challenging her and for pushing her to know Christ more each day. Maddie's greatest blessing comes from knowing Jesus as her Savior and continuing to get to know Him. Madison's future plans are to serve Jesus in whatever way He plans, possibly in the hospital neonatal intensive care unit. Shaylin Eileen Johnson. Shaylin is being pinned by her dad and mom, Stephen and Stephanie Johnson. Shaylin would like to thank her family and friends for all the support and encouragement over the years. Also, she would like to especially thank Shayna for sitting next to her in her lone freshman in microbiology. Shaylin has accepted a position at Sanford Medical Center in Bismarck, North Dakota, in the cardiac unit. Bailey Renee Lublin. Bailey is being pinned today by her boyfriend Chase Consall. Bailey says, I'd like to say thank you to Chase for all the love and support after all this time and for always believing in me even when I don't believe in myself. I like to joke that nursing school has put Chase through it just as much as it has me. Whether it be practicing assessments or always looking at his veins to see which would be a great IB. Chase has always been there. I'm so grateful to him to have him as my #1 supporter through life so far, and now our future's beyond. Bailey is moving to Spokane, Washington to work on a hospital cardiac medical. Courtney Joy Mallow. Courtney is being pinned today by her mother, Pat Mallow. Courtney says, I want to thank my family for all of the encouragement and support, and to my wonderful friends for standing by my side through every step of this amazing journey and all that we've accomplished. Courtney has accepted a position at Sanford Health in Bismarck, North Dakota, to work on the neonatal intensive care unit. Haley Sue Melander. Haley is being pinned today by her parents, Rick and Beth. Haley would like to say thank you, Mom and Dad, for supporting me through the past 4 years and encouraging me during all the ups and downs of college. Thank you to Lane for being my biggest cheerleader and always picking me up. Lastly, a huge shout out to the Olson family for always providing me with a home away from home for the last 2.5 years and for all those home-cooked meals. I appreciate all of you greatly. Haley plans to move to Texas and search for a position in an acute hospital setting. Titus Joshua Myron. We know this Ty. Ty is being pinned today by his parents, Tim and Shar. Ty says, I would like to thank my parents and my fiance, Angela, for all the support during my journey through the nursing program. I will miss all the jokes and memories made in the back row of class, and the spontaneous Applebee trips for those half-price apps. Ty has accepted a position at Sanford Health in Fargo, North Dakota, in orthopedics and the joint replacement unit. Brianna Jean Olson. Bree is being pinned by her parents, Kim and Jay, her sister Kate, and her fiance, Reed Elsinger. Bree says, I would like to thank my family and friends for supporting me in this journey. It has been an exciting and stressful adventure, and I appreciate your help and encouragement along the way. I could not have done it without you. Bree has accepted a position at the Ashley Medical Center, a rural health facility in Ashley, North Dakota. Nicole Catherine Paulson. Nikki is being pinned by her grandmother Esther Anderson, her sister Natalie, and her parents Greg and Teresa Paulson. Nikki would like to thank her parents and her entire family for their love and support throughout all the years of her schooling. She'd also like to thank her academic advisor, Penny Reeves, for everything that she's done for her during her time here at UJ. And finally, she would like to thank all of her classmates for taking this journey with her. Nikki will be moving back home to Seattle, Washington, to work in a hospital surgery center for pediatrics. Zachary Aaron Phillips. Zach is being pinned by his mother, Kristen Phillips. Zach says, I'd like to thank my mother for being my inspiration to be a nurse and caregiver. I'd also like to thank my father, Chris Phillips, and grandmother, Rachel Kelly, for teaching me how to work hard and not give up. Lastly, I'd like to thank my football family for keeping me sane through nursing school. My favorite memory of UJ was winning homecoming and then immediately jumping in the car to be at pediatric clinicals in Fargo, North Dakota within the next hour. Zach will be working as a float nurse or in the emergency department at either Essentia or Sanford Health in Fargo, North Dakota.
I don't know if Terry has all this, but I know I do because otherwise you won't be able to hear me. I'm too short. Catherine Elizabeth Reed. Katie is being pinned today by her parents, Catherine and Daniel Reed, and her fiance, Levi Talbert. Katie says, I would like to thank my family and friends for helping me excel through nursing school. I would also like to thank my fellow nursing peers and professors for their constant aid and support. Without their help, I would not be able to be the nurse that I am today. Katie plans to work in the Minneapolis, Minnesota area in a hospital setting. Shayna Carolyn Top. Shayna is being pinned today by her husband Drew, her mother Marlene, and her daughter Amber. Shayna would like to thank her family and friends for all their love and support through the years.
Shayna has accepted a position at the operating room at Jamestown Regional Medical Center in Jamestown, North Dakota. Lisa K. Truax. Lisa is being pinned today by her husband and 4 children. Lisa would like to thank each of them for all the extra help and sacrifices they made to help her dream of becoming an RN possible. Her youngest daughter, Bria, who has spent countless nights in hospitals, gave her the extra push to become that nurse who makes some of life's most difficult experiences more bearable. Lisa would like to give an extra special thank you to Sydney Johnson, who lovingly and willingly cared for Bria during all hours so she could attend classes and clinicals. Lastly, she would like to thank all the nursing professors and for all the extra they did to help us get through the long days, treats, study sessions, and words of encouragement. Thank you. Lisa has accepted a position in the patient care unit at Jamestown Regional Medical Center in North Dakota. Jamestown, North Dakota. Holly Susan Vigasa. Holly is being pinned today by her daughter Ashley, who is her inspiration and a 2006 Jimmy Nurse as well. Holly would like to thank her husband Randy for being supportive and trusting that it would someday come to an end, especially since those nearing retirement age don't typically go to nursing school. Holly accepted a position at the Cooperstown Medical Center in Cooperstown, North Dakota. Isaac Linwilling. Isaac is being pinned by his loving grandma Vivian Anderson, who was a nurse her whole life. Isaac would like to thank all of his family for the endless support throughout his schooling. Isaac plans to work in the Minneapolis, Minnesota area, preferably in oncology. Ashley Jordan Wiedenholm. Ashley is being pinned today by her parents, Beth and Lyle Wiedenholm. Ashley says, I would like to thank my mom and my dad for always being there to support me on my journey. They have always believed in me and pushed me to be the best that I can be. Ashley has accepted a position in the Flex Pool, which includes medical oncology, surgical, and transitional care unit at St. Lex's Medical Center in Bismarck, North Dakota. Congratulations to all these students.